Hello everybody, my name is Hako and I have a PhD in anime titties. Let me show you. Boom, the proof is in the pudding. Now let's talk about them.
Welcome to Aqua City. Welcome to Aqua City. Let's talk about some anime titties.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and newsstand dog. It's time to talk about it. It's time to talk about what everybody else is talking about. I've seen the videos, you've seen the videos, there's a billion videos. Who should you pull for? What's the best investment? Who should, who should you pull and spend your hard-earned resources, your hard-earned polychromes, and in some cases your hard-earned money on in Zenless Zone Zero. We have the 1.2 patch coming up with Caesar and Bernice, and we also still have Jane Doe in the game, so people are now asking themselves, like, what to do, hold fire, spend on Jane, skip Caesar, wait for Bernice, and let me give you my take on this. And now, you need to understand something. What should factor in more than anything in the entire game, anything in the entire universe, before you even start thinking about this, is take a look at the character, take a look at the gameplay, just how it is to, play them. Do you vibe with how they look? Do you like the personality? Do you like the personalities? Do you like their playstyle? Do you like defender characters like Caesar, or do you prefer Anomaly? It all comes down to 90% or more should just, be personal preference, and I'd probably say more than 90%. Pull for the character that you really feel like, oh, I really freaking like this design. I really like this gameplay style. Now, I decided I was going all in on Caesar before I had any idea what she even did. I saw her design. I woke up one morning and had a notification from YouTube that sent the official account for Zenless Zone Zero had released the drip marketing for Caesar, and I'm like, her? I don't care about what she does. She's the coolest design character they've ever done. And followed by Yula, and they're apparently voiced by the same person, at least for Japanese voices. So, I just knew her, and now seeing her gameplay, seeing what she does, I'm even more sure that I'm gonna be pulling for her. But she could have been absolutely trash, and I would have still been going for her. I really liked, her personality and personalities, and she just seems like a hecking badass, and even if she looked to be one of the weakest 5-star characters coming out, I would still be pulling because I really freaking love the character from every other standpoint other than meta. Meta doesn't even make it into the equation, because we are gonna be able to clear all content available in the game currently, with no event banner characters whatsoever, with just the standard banner peeps. You are gonna be able to clear every single content in Zenless Zone Zero for 3 to 4 years to come. I kid you not. You have a couple of these, you are set for years. You don't need anything else. We're down to want. The Hoyo games aren't hard, and in some cases, thank God, because I play some other, more competitive games with leaderboards, and it's stressful. These are your, unwind and relaxation games, and there are some content that, push your limits a little bit, but it's nothing that can be done with standard characters. So, which one of Jane Doe, Bernice, and Caesar King do you like? You like their look, you like the playstyle, etc. Now, once you've decided that, now we can talk about, the little thing that also comes into play. Just, if you have no preference between any of them, and you're just looking for a meta standpoint, which one is the best bang for your buck? Well, I would say, gun to my head, if I could only pick one, I would pick Caesar. And it's not only because her design is awesome and everything, she is, I feel, the most unique out of the bunch, and she's very, very universally good. Caesar is always gonna be good in a team because she's she buffs, she shields, she debuffs the enemies. It's gonna take a longest time before she is power crept. Meanwhile, Jane Doe is super cracked, super cool, super awesome.
only
and I love her character. Like, I don't regret pulling for her for, like, you know, a single second.
Which alias?
But there is a character that works kinda like she does already in the game. Piper. The difference between these two is that Jane Doe will give you maybe 30 seconds shorter clear time on the last chi defense. And Piper will give you, well, 30 seconds more compared to Jane. But mind you, we have 5 minutes to clear that. Like, if you have Jane, you can clear it under a minute. If you have Piper, well, you can probably still clear it under a minute, depending on how cracked gear you have on her, but maybe you clear it in 1 minute and 20 seconds instead of, 50 seconds. Off a 5-minute timer. So do you realize, like, the actual impact of having Jane instead of Piper is actually null and nothing, because it's an S rank, either way. And then we have Bernice, which is an anomaly character, same as Piper, Jane, and Grace. But she's gonna be unique in the way that she doesn't require like as much field time as Grace or as Piper to apply her element, which is fire. She's actually gonna have some part of her kit is like still gonna be active after she switches out, because the enemy is suffering from burn damage. So that makes Bernice very unique in that way, which is very handy if you're running an anomaly team or a disorder team. Outside of that, there's not maybe a super universal use for her, perhaps, in the same way that there is for Caesar. Like, buffing your allies, shielding them, debuffing the enemies is, every single team is gonna want that, and is gonna need that. And it's gonna benefit from that. The general benefit for Bernice is a little bit lesser, although she is better and she is more unique in the way she works. Jane's unique thing is that she can crit with her assaults, which makes her do an absolute silly amount of damage. But like I raved on about, the first minutes of this video, probably way too long. You don't need any of these characters for anything. If you want Bernice, there is nothing a single YouTuber on this planet should be able to tell you and sway you to go from Bernice to Caesar, just because Caesar is on paper on someone's tier list higher up than Bernice, if that makes sense. I skipped adventuring in Honkai Star Rail because I did not like his design, I did not like his character. He is still one of the best characters in that game, but I am very happy that I didn't pull for him, because I did not like his character, and I can still clear all content in that game with ease. I didn't need him for anything, even if my Acheron team would have benefited from him. I don't pull for characters like I don't like for, some reason. Personality, design-wise, then I don't bother. First, I like the character, then... First I have to like the design, then I take a look at the kit. And lastly, for a few little percent, I look like how strong do they actually seem to be. But that comes very far down the line for me. And if you want the most enjoyment out of any of the horror games, like Genshin, Star Rail, or Zenless, that is the main thing you need to do when pulling. If you wail or if you go all in as a free-to-play on a character that you do not like because some doo-doo YouTuber told you that they're cracked, and then you skip someone you actually wanted, you are gonna be regretting that. So, more than anything, more than this video is me telling you what to pull for, I want you to tell me who you want for whatever reason and who you are going for. And if you're skipping any of them, I would love to hear that as well. Let me know in the comments down below, and I hope this video helped someone, feel like they could go for the character they want and not go for the character that the meta says blah blah blah. So, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, Hako out.
In a city where neon shines, she's active, flicks and a short teeth bite. Titties bounce and she's so tight, they own the game, they light the night. Titties cheeks, they steal the show, and spin shot chase tail and toe. From Zenless Zone Zero they break free. city. Sheets and titties both in sync. James Ratcliffe's ways made to think. Across the streets, glowing bright.